beauties, it's Sabrina, and in this video I'm going to show you a super quick method on how you can save your old extensions for only $5. This is really great for old extensions that are really ratty and like thinned out or don't match your hair color at all and the clips are falling off. This is really great if you have a lot of multiple different sets to work with as well. So I hope you guys find this tutorial helpful, especially if you're an extension fanatic like me. I'm currently wearing them in my hair right now, which is black. Surprise! Anyways, I'm gonna get right into the tutorial. Enjoy! Take your extensions from this. So this is the after. As you can see, the wefts are super shiny and healthy looking and a lot more thick. Like, we'll take this one for example, it just looks so much better. And these are actually after I washed them and I put heat on them and curled them. This is going to be a video on how to save your old extensions, so just old ones that have thinned out, that are beyond repair, or that don't match your color. Anything like that, I'm going to show you how you can fix and save your old extensions for only $5. For this project, you'll need a couple sheets of tin foil, some sewing string and a sewing needle, rubber gloves to protect your hands. You'll need one of these just to evenly coat your hair extensions with hair dye, and hair dye. I was able to purchase everything from Dollarama, so hopefully you live in Canada and have a Dollarama close and accessible near you, or hopefully you have a really well-stocked dollar store. If you do, then you should be able to complete all of this with only $5. In case you guys are wondering about my sweatshirt, I actually posted a picture on Instagram and a lot of you guys asked where I got it from. So a link will be posted down below where you can get this sweatshirt and a couple other things that I picked from the website. So the first thing you want to do is brush out your extensions and try and match the similar pieces. So what I mean by that is taking pieces this size and finding its pair, its little matey in life. So maybe like these little pieces, just try and match them up all together and brush them out, because the Lord knows I haven't brushed some of these extensions out in at least 6 months, because like, when was my hair this color? And when was it ever this color? Once you're done, you should have a pile of hair on your floor and a giant fur ball in your hairbrush. Like, oh, that's so gross. But also, most importantly, what you should have is all your extensions lined up. So I lined up all the similar sizes, so I have 4 sets of those. Well, 4 wefts. I have 4 of those. And I have 4 of these. Now, depending on where you got your extensions from, for the most part, they should be cut the same size. These are 3 different sets of extensions, and, well, some pieces I actually threw away because they were really ratted. So, the majority of them should line up evenly. If not, we can totally adjust that. It's not a big problem at all. Now what you're going to do is, with a pair of scissors, you're going to cut off any clips that are hanging off. So I went ahead and did that for this weft, and this is what it looks like, but I'll show you an example of what I mean. So any clips that are hanging off from your extensions like this, you'll want to remove because they need to be resewn. So then what you'll want to do is save these clips into a little pile, and whichever ones you feel are the most intact, those are the ones that you'll want to reuse and resew. Now, one thing that I decided to do, since I have 4 different wefts for every size, I decided to keep 2 wefts with the clips, with the strongest sewn clips that are still okay. So these ones are the ones that I decided to keep. This one has 2 clips that were sewn on really, really well, so they won't need to be resewn. This one was hanging off, so I removed. And then there was only 1 weft that had 1 decent sewn clip, and this one's like pretty sturdy, so I decided to keep that one as well. Now, my reason for keeping half of the extensions with clips and half without is because I'm actually going to pair the ones without clips with clips, just so that I have less to sew on, and I'm going to sew these clips together. First, you'll just want to align your wefts and make sure that they are the correct size and that they match perfectly, and you're just going to go ahead and brush through them together. Now, by doing this, it's going to add a lot more volume to your sets of extensions, especially the ones that were really ratty and thinning out. See, isn't that so much thicker than just this itself? So now with my needle and black thread, or any color thread you choose to use, I just wanted to go for something neutral. The weft without any clips is going to go behind the weft with clips. So I'm just going to poke the needle through the very end. And then I'm going to poke the needle through the weft with the clip through the little slot. All the little clips should have little slots like that. And just pull. Make sure not to get any hair tangled in your thread. And there you go. And then you're just going to keep going through and sewing the rest of your wefts. Now when you get to the section of your weft that doesn't have any clips, you want to first open your clip and make sure you're sewing it the right way. So sew it with the teeth facing away from the weft because it needs to clip into your hair. You can go ahead and close it after. Then you just want to measure on the section and figure out where you want to place it. So this is going to go at the very end. Now what you want to do is poke the needle through the hole and make sure that you're sewing through both wefts. And you're going to go over this several times because you want to make sure that it's sewn on very well. Then once you get to the end of the string, just go ahead and cut the needle off the thread. And you want to make sure that you tie these pieces together multiple times so that they don't come undone. And you should have something that looks like this. Basically the same thing that you had before, just a whole lot thicker. Once you're done sewing all the extensions, it's time to dye them. So just lay them against your tin foil, and what I like to do is just squirt the dye all over the extensions. Now that they're all done, I'm just going to lay them all out here flat, and I can already start to see the color difference even though it was just a really cheapy dye. I'm just going to fold this all up now, and I'm just going to let them sit here for 40 minutes. This is my hair before putting the extensions in. And this is the after. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the down bar below. Or if you want an immediate response, since I'm always on my phone, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram or Twitter if you have those social networks, because I'm always on them answering your questions. So thank you so much for watching. I love you all to the moon and back. Bye! Mwah.